level session for the committee, but carrying on.
Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. So accepting that you won't divulge the specific yes-no answers to those capabilities, I wonder if I might just run through whether those capabilities will be within your private answers. Thank you.
Sure.
So the UK Warfighting Division to NATO's eastern flank.
Yes.
How many brigades we could get to a start line in Senelaga in the event of a major escalation?
That's more specific, but do you want to mention?
Well, I'll say a couple of things, Mr. Miller. The first thing, well, I'll say three things really. Conscious the Secretary of State has offered a classified briefing on this. The first point I would make is that if the British Army was asked to fight tonight,
yes,
it would fight tonight. And I don't think anybody in this room should be under any illusion that if the Russians invaded Eastern Europe tonight, then we would meet them in that fight. That would be the first point I'd make. Secondly, and as we go through the classified briefing, can we sit here and say that 3 UK division carries no operational risk whatsoever? Of course not. There are a range of operational risks and operational strengths associated with that division, and that is exactly what the Strategic Defence Review is addressing. We've spoken at this committee before about a munitions strategy and a munitions plan. We know we need more lethality. We haven't been secret about that. The Secretary of State has talked about stepping up some of those joint enablers that we need to do. So, of course, there are areas that we're addressing through the SDR. But my third point would be critical to responding is ensuring that we can respond and adapt. And the ability to respond and adapt is absolutely lies at the heart of our industrial strategy. And we're seeing this playing out in Ukraine. It's the ability for Ukraine itself and those allies of Ukraine that can respond and provide whatever they need, or in our case, whatever the alliance needs in the case of a major conflagration with Russia, is able to have the industrial strength to respond. And that is why so much of what we're doing is through the SDR, and what we've done up to the SDR is about absolutely embedding a sovereign industrial base and an allied industrial base as well, because the situation changes on the ground, as you well know.
General,
Thank you.
Just one second.
Thank you, General. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely certain that if the Russians invaded Eastern Europe, the British Army would be there. I'm a reserve officer, so I would probably be there with them.
We're there now, of course, in Estonia.